Am I allowed to ask you on live camera where you stood on Klaroline, or am I just asking for trouble?
We've talked about it a lot,
Because this has been a constant thing in all these little sessions.
Yeah, it's so funny. I never understood it. Like, I knew that but I was like, oh, this is fun. Like, I love working with Joseph Morgan, but it just took off in a way that I think even as the writers, like you guys we were all surprised. It became its like own like Twitter thing. And so, and I loved that everyone kind of just got like little samples of it, throughout, the years. But I liked the slow burn of Caroline and Stefan. Like when I watch TV, those are the kind of like slow burn relationships that I am usually rooting for. But I just thought it was so funny. Yeah. It's always like Klaroline all the time. Yeah. I hear that word a lot. What a word.
I also personally think Tyler and Caroline don't get enough credit because I loved that relationship too.
I do remember though when the pregnancy storyline came about, the question was like, well, who is it? Because Caroline had already been dating every single person. So like it literally came down to Alaric and Caroline at the end. Which was so funny. So because I always forget that Trevino and my characters dated, and that like I'm like, oh yeah, it's usually like fans or fan conventions that'll be like, and then when this relationship with Caroline, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot that one too. That was a whole chapter.
That's all your fault, Candice.
Because you just a lot of love.
You're just one of those actors that has chemistry with everybody. You literally have your face just like exudes chemistry with whoever you're acting against. And so when as writers you see that on the screen and you're like, oh, look, they have such chemistry. And then you write to that, and then you destroy that relationship, because that's what we do. And then you put her in a random scene with a random character, and then, oh, look at all that chemistry. And then there's more there. And it was always fun to give Caroline those relationships because like the character just blossomed. With the first crush, the first kiss, the first blush of new potential and all that. But yes, she did get around. No shame.
Yeah.